welcome back to GP's Odds and Ends. Jessica here. So I'm starting off December with a debt update. So I did go through all of my information and not happy about where things are right now, but we will get into all of that. So let me, I think, zoom you in a little bit so you can see things a little bit better. So for my December update, and this is one of the pages out of my planner, just so I can kind of, have things written down and kind of look back and things like that. What I currently have right now, these are my paid off cards. So I do have more cards paid off $0 balance than I do with a balance, but the ones that do have a balance, they're quite high, as you can see. I currently have $16,500 in credit card debt, and these amounts are quite high. So I did not do a good job this year of keeping that under control. So I need to really get back on track with all of that so that I can start focusing on some of the bigger debt items that I have, such as paying off my car and then these school loans. So as you can see, I'm down to about $3,400 on my car. I'm just making minimum payments. Right now, I'm not really focusing on this too much yet. I really want to focus on that amount, the credit card amounts, before I kind of move on to these things. Not too much of a change. I believe they did start accruing interest again for the school loans, but I think as long as I stay on the save repayment plan that I'm on right now, I think that these stay as not really, kind of like in a forbearance, like I don't have any payments due on this until I think they would I would have to switch into a different type of loan program by, I think it was July 2026 or maybe, or 2028. I can't remember exactly what it said. Online, but if I switch it to another debt program, I will have to start making payments, and I'm not really ready to do that. So I'm gonna sit in this loan program for as long as I can with kind of everything that's been going on in the new administration and all of that kind of changing all of this school loan stuff. So I'm not really focused on this just yet, but I do want that to kind of be the next thing that I tackle after that. So I do also have the plan of action kind of down here. So my total debt right now is the $72,000, but $16,000 of that, of course, is my credit card debt. So that's what I'm going to focus on first. I kind of wrote down here the challenges that I'm trying to finish by the end of December, which I only have 2 paychecks left to do that, but I'm very close to finishing the month challenge for $888. Somewhat close to finishing the book, the beach, Life's a Beach Savings Challenge book. And I think once I'm finished with the 888, I can, dedicate more to that. And then I have the 225 and then the Happy New Year one that I just kind of decided to randomly start. If I can get all of those done by the end of the year, that'll be $2,973 along with the $1,129 that I currently have saved. Now, I did have more than that currently saved, but I have been making some debt payments, so that's why some of these were not previously paid off, and I kind of wanted to get it down to as many paid off as I could. So anything that had a smaller balance, I've been paying those off completely. So they're all zero with the exception of these 4. So with that being said, if I um, so that would be over 3,000, over $4,000 almost, if I can get these challenges finished with this amount, and I'll probably throw that all towards at least one of the cards, probably the card that has the highest interest. And then I also kind of went through my other binders, my Soul Mama binder, the Sunflower binder, and then some of the savings challenges, the smaller ones that I haven't completed yet. So in my Soul Mama binder currently I have $737, 171 once everything is completed, like what's currently in the Sunflower binder and what it would take to like complete it. That's how much I'll have there. And then the regular savings challenges, I currently have $304, so that's like before anything else in those gets completed. So that would be another 1,212. So if I can get those finished and these finished with the money that I have, I could possibly have about $5,314 ready to go towards a debt payment, and that would definitely pay off this JetBlue balance, which I think is the one that I'm going to focus on next. And the reason for that, I did go onto my computer. There's a website called the Happy Giraffe Budget, some Happy Giraffe. I can't remember exactly what the website is, but the name of the spreadsheet is from like the Happy Giraffe. And it's basically a spreadsheet that already has like all of the formulations. It has multiple sheets where you can put in basically the like what it is that you currently want to pay off for debt. So I put in the current amounts and for these 4 cards. You can put in what the interest rate is for each one of those cards, and then the minimum payment, and it kind of gives you a plan of action, kind of tells you like if you were to do, you could focus on lowest balance first, or you could focus on highest interest first, and it'll tell you either way you choose like how soon you could have everything paid off. You can put in a specific extra amount. I kind of did an extra amount of besides what the minimum payments are, about $350. I went through all of the months that I've completed challenges so far for this year, and I average saving about $300 to $400. So I just kind of cut it in the middle. It was like 380, so I went a little under that for what I kind of am able to complete in challenges monthly on average. So I put that in as kind of like my extra debt payment. And it said with I think the JetBlue card that I have is the one that has the highest interest currently, so it said to focus on that one first. But if I can put all of this towards that, that'll get paid off by the end of December or beginning of January, and then I can start focusing on those other whatever the next card is that I need to pay off. So we're gonna see how this goes, and how like whether or not I can put this money aside. Also, I think like when taxes come around, depending on how soon, I can usually get them done maybe like mid to late February once I get all of the information that I need. I'll probably, like, if I don't end up owing anything for this year, I'll put that towards debt as well. So I have a lot to accomplish with just 2 paychecks left, but I think this at least is very doable. And hopefully, I can get at least these challenges done, and I'll probably kind of pull money out from these challenges. I didn't go through the holiday binder. I want to make sure that I have like the money that I need for Christmas, but whatever I don't use in those envelopes, I will also put that towards debt, or, at least I need to be better about when I do use my credit card to be pulling that money from the Soul Mama binder for whatever it actually, whatever I needed to use the card for, and paying that off, in full at every month, instead of, just letting it kind of build up, which is kind of, the issue that I have here. So it is what it is. At this point, I can't go backward and change things that have already happened. So we're just going to focus on trying to get as much money put aside as I can for a debt payment, and, trying to get as close to, or if hopefully over, this $5,300 amount, so that I can, pay off at least one card in full and drive that amount down even further, and just pay off everything sooner. So the sooner I get that paid off, the sooner I can start focusing here. So more to come. Let me know how you are doing on your debt journey as well. Thank you so much for joining me today, and until next time, bye for now.